Feelings aren't facts, always sorted out. Proverbs 16:25. Some people think they are doing right, but in the end it leads to death. We have seen what suppressing feelings can do to put a marriage on the crazy cycle. What about expressing feelings that may be seriously mistaken? As you seek to practice love and respect, it seems all too easy to get into simple disagreement, maybe an argument. At moments like these, it is easy for pink to feel unloved and blue to feel disrespected. For example, as a disagreement begins to heat up, blue may suddenly grow aloof and distant, making pink feel like a doormat. She may feel she is absolutely right in thinking her husband can act like the most unloving man on the planet. Or perhaps it is blue who feels attacked. All he is trying to do is express his opinion, yet pink suddenly seems to be scolding him, not letting him get in a word edgewise. He may think he has every reason, at least at the moment, to believe he is married to a close cousin of the Wicked Witch of the West. But do these exaggerated feelings that can flash into our minds necessarily fit the facts? A husband who seems cold and aloof may simply be pulling back because he feels outflanked by his verbal wife, and he just needs to calm down. It may feel unloving to his wife, but her feelings can be wrong. A wife who comes off as demanding or scolding may simply be feeling fearful and insecure, and what she really wants is reassurance that she is loved. It may feel disrespectful to her husband, but his feelings can be wrong. Some of the examples I use may sound extreme, like people really riding the crazy cycle, but wherever you are on board, facts versus feelings, the point is well taken. It is all too easy to say or do things that hurt and lead to bad feelings of one degree or another. And it is also easy to become convinced that your feelings are right, even to the point of thinking it's the voice of the Holy Spirit telling you how your spouse is failing to love or respect you. But feelings aren't facts. As Proverbs 16:25 teaches, what seems right can be far from the facts. In fact, it can be so far off that it can lead to death. Scholars point out that the Hebrew word for death can also be figuratively translated as ruin. In that case, what seems right can ruin the conversation, ruin the entire evening, ruin any hope for sexual intimacy, ruin the relationship, and eventually ruin the marriage. In Matthew 18, Jesus demonstrates how important it is to confirm the facts when he reaches back into Jewish law to teach his disciples not to allow emotions to win the day when confronting people in sin. Jesus was speaking of applying church discipline, but I have used his principle to counsel many married couples who immediately recognize its sound application to them. We must talk about facts, not just feelings. When feelings cause heated accusations to rise up on the tip of your tongue, it is time to step back and say, I am feeling unloved or disrespected because of how I'm reading into what you say and do. We are about to spin on the crazy cycle. Let's talk about my feelings and try to get to the facts. Sarah and I use this approach rather than trusting feelings that may seem right but can eventually ruin our relationship. Sometimes when things get emotional, one or both of us just knows I am right. It is hard to calm down and focus on the facts, but it is always worth it. We hope you do the same, always out of love and respect. Acknowledge that feelings of being unloved or disrespected can be accurate, though not always. Thank God for the biblical principle that every fact must be confirmed. Confess that feelings do not always equal his voice, and ask for wisdom in sorting out feelings from facts, while giving each other love and respect. You may also want to pray about situations at work or possibly at church where strong feelings may be confusing the facts. Always keep in mind that pink and blue wear different sunglasses and usually see the facts differently. When feelings are growing strong, allow each person to describe the facts while the other listens carefully to what is said, then work towards a solution.